But you know my slogan, you know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. Now, you already know time, energy, the highest forms of currency, my G's. I know they got you out here chasing the bag, chasing that money, and chasing that paper, stacking that cheese, that cheddar, and that mozzarella. But always keep it in the front of your mental Rolodex that time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G's, at all times. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Now, big salute to all my day one investors, everybody that's highly invested in the channel, everybody that understands that we are growing this channel organically, constant elevation. Yeah, we on our way to the top, well over 50,000 subscribers, and we on our way to 60K. You understand me? Now, even bigger salute to all my newcomers, all my new subscribers, all my new investors, everybody that's making their way to the Realest channel on YouTube, Grown Man Business TV. Yours truly is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. All right, now do me a favor, man. Wipe off your feet before you step into the big house. You understand me? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing loud and clear every time you step foot in the Realest channel on YouTube. Yours truly, Grown Man Business TV, is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. You know how I'm giving it up, and you absolutely know how I'm putting it down, my G's. All right, now listen, man. Got a lot of people in the DMs. Yo, Big G and BTV, what's your perspective on the whole Maino algorithm song? Yo, what's your thought process on everything that's going on with Maino, the algorithm? You know, where you at with that? And I gotta say, man, absolutely nasty work. All right. Now, one thing for sure, two things for certain. You gotta understand something, man. It is a backhanded compliment. Yeah, I caught that, Maino. See, I gotta give a big salute to Jay-Z. You feel what I'm saying? Listen, man. Listen, do you dudes listen to music, or do you just skim through it? That's words to live by. You know what I mean? Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. So listen, man, we're gonna talk about this. And I said backhanded compliment. It is a low-key diss, but I like the music. I like the record. He did his thing on that track. But we're gonna talk about it, man. So big salute to the chat. Y'all already know, man. Before I give y'all this pure dope straight off the brick into the bottles, I gotta do some customizations to the chat. The higher ups and the elites are always playing chess at the highest level. The higher ups and the elites are always trying to muffle the message, shadow ban the channel. Yeah, for sure. They playing with the numbers. The higher ups and the elites understand that Grown Man Business TV is an absolute threat to the algorithm. Not only am I a threat to the algorithm, right? But the revolution will be televised right here in these YouTube streets. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like it or love it. All right, so I'm gonna do some customizations to the chat, and we're gonna talk about this diss record. Yeah, it's a diss record. Man, you know, I caught that. Yeah, do you listen to music, or do you just skim through it? Yeah, word to Jay. I got to give Jay his props on that. Words to live by. But I like the record. I like the beat. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to talk about that. Big salute to the chat. Late night live stream. We not staying long, but we are going to tap into this. You know what to do when you come in here, hit the like button, do what you're supposed to do when you step into the chat. They playing with the algorithm. They playing with the numbers. But one thing for sure, two things for certain, we have our way when it come to this. So ain't nobody stopping it. You know what I mean? Again, man, Maino, he dropped a diss record, and a lot of people are talking about it. And a lot of people in the DM, they want my perspective on it. And we gonna speak to it. But you know, I caught that backhanded compliment from Maino. You know, I see what's going on. And again, we not staying long, but we gonna have a conversation, man, if you like it or not. You know what I mean? So do what you're supposed to do when you step into the building. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be, all right? Now listen, man, you see that right there. Yeah, right there at the bottom of the chat. You see that right there, right there. Before you get in here with your Twitter fingers, doing the Twitter fingers, using your Twitter fingers to do what the Twitter fingers like to do, all in the comment section, using your Twitter fingers all in the comment section with your Twitter fingers. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, make sure your notification bells are ringing loud and clear every time you step foot in the Realest channel on YouTube. Yours truly, Grown Man Business TV, is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. All right. Now, the algorithm. Yeah. Big salute to Maino. He officially dropped the song, The Algorithm. You know what I'm saying? It's been getting a lot of motion on social media. A lot of people have been talking about it on Instagram, Facebook, etc. You know, YouTube. And I caught wind of the song. Now, I listened to the song, played it a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? Listen to the words, because I don't just, you know, skim through the music. I like to really hear what you're talking about. And, you know, first and foremost, again, I got to say this. Big salute to Maino for getting in the booth. You know, if you don't respect nothing about this situation, you got to respect the fact that Maino is getting in the booth and he's getting active. Yeah, these dudes are rappers. I know we see them all as podcasters. I know we see them all over Instagram with the Twitter fingers like Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. But one thing for sure, two things for certain. The one thing they all got in common is they all started out rapping and tapping, spitting and skitting. And I respect Maino for at least getting back in the booth and getting active. We know you got a podcast. We know y'all going to talk about what's going on. We know y'all got the Twitter fingers. Y'all like to pop and make posts and make memes. And we understand all that. But I gotta give Maino his props for getting in the booth, getting on the beat, and doing what he do. And he got active. This song, The Algorithm, I like the flow, I like the beat. You know what I mean? I like the context of the material or the content. You know what I'm saying? Very respectable on that level as an artist, right? As a rapper, as somebody that understands that it is deep, it's wicked, and it's always deeper than rap. It's always deeper than rap. Listening to this song, The Algorithm, the texture, right? The mood, right? The beat, the lyrics. I can respect that. So again, before we go any further into this, I want to give Maino a big shout out, a big salute for just getting in the booth and getting active. Yeah. Let's take all the, word semantics. Let's take all the extras. Let's take all the social media posts. Let's take all the extra and push it to the side and let's get back in the booth. Let's get active. Let's take it right back to the beat and the microphone. All right. And he did that. Gotta salute that. But with all that being said, Maino, come on. Come on, my G. I know you didn't think we wasn't gonna catch that here at Grown Man Bitters TV. Yeah, I know a lot of these dudes, they let that go over their head. They let it go under their bridge. But listening to the song, I'm saying to myself, Maino is giving backhanded compliments. Maino think he's slick. You know, he done got in the booth. He's starting to get lyrical, right? And he's shooting shots. He's shooting shots, right? And he's disrespecting you dudes that he's naming in this song. Now, he said a lot, right? He named a lot of YouTubers, Zip with the Drip, 10 Toes Down, Hassan Campbell, 1090 Jake, 10 No Jumper, you know what I'm saying? Adam 22. He spoke about a lot of YouTubers, Gully TV, you know what I'm saying? Harlem Legend, '05 or the Movement. He made an effort in to bring up a lot of names that's in the algorithm, right? And as I was listening to the song, I said, salute to that. Finally, one of these rappers is, showing love and giving, showing some respect and paying some homage to the content creators that paved the way for these dudes to have another lane to eat. You understand what I'm saying? Zip with the Drip, Hassan Campbell, Grown Man Business TV, Gully TV, Doggy Diamonds, '05 the Movement, etc. It's a whole bunch of other names that I could bring up, right? All had a hand in paving the way for these YouTubers to go to the next level, and then these rappers to convert and switch lanes. They ain't selling records no more. They streaming is in the sewage. They not really getting money off these records and off this music anymore. So they was sitting back. They was watching, you know what I'm saying, Clash of the Titans. They was watching Zip with the Drip expose Bimmy. They was watching Hassan Campbell do, 500,000, 550,000. They was watching 10 Toes Down. You know what I'm saying? Mav Hoffa. They was watching all of these independent content creators create a lane. And once that lane was paved and finished, right? Nice and neat, paved and finished. Here come the rappers driving in these lanes that they had nothing to do with creating. Driving in these lanes, getting money, starting whole new careers in a lane that these independent content creators paved, right? So I said to myself, he's showing some love, he's paying homage. But again, I'm not your average YouTuber and I'm not your average content creator. You know what I mean? I don't just listen to music and just skim through it. I really take in what's being said. Comprehension is key. So I ain't just listening to the music and not comprehending what you saying. Comprehension is key. And when you sit with this record, right, and you listen, right, to everything that Maino is saying, you could take it as words of endearment. And then at the end of this record, Maino exposes where he's going with this. And that's why I'm saying it is a diss track. Yeah, salute. Yeah, I know. Listen, man, they definitely playing with the numbers. I'm not sure what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie to. I'm not sure. I think it's something going on with YouTube as a whole right now. Because yeah, they playing with the numbers. I'm not gonna lie to you. But however, we still gonna talk about this record, man. And just because I think they, playing with the numbers, I'm gonna play the record, and I want to see if they react, right? But I'm gonna play the record. I want y'all to listen to the record, and we gonna break this thing down. Cause again, I'm hearing him say names. I stayed 10 toes down. You know what I'm saying? I zip niggas up. Let's get to that. Like he's saying names, right? But then at the end of this record, he says something that really made me, was a red flag for me. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm glad that I wasn't mentioned in this song. You gotta understand something, right? I don't talk about celebrities enough to fully come across them. I don't talk about celebrities enough for them to relate me to this algorithm. When they, you know what I'm saying? Like they around, they watch the content, but I don't talk about them enough to affect the bottom line. Zip, Hassan Campbell, certain YouTubers, they talk about celebrities to the point where they can affect the bottom line. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, I didn't feel no way about it, but when I listened to the song, I said, yeah, I'm just kind of glad I'm not mushed in that pot with these names. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully. I don't want my name being mushed and put into the same category as a lot of these YouTubers. For this simple reason alone. Because the simple reason is this. They like the motion that's being created over here in this algorithm, but they don't respect you niggas. See, they like the motion that they see being created. They like the attention that they see being created, but they don't respect what y'all do in this algorithm. Not only don't they respect it, they have figured out how to manipulate it. Oh yeah, we gonna talk. We gonna talk. They don't respect what y'all do in this algorithm. That's first and foremost. Secondly, they figured out how to manipulate the algorithm. I spoke about this a while ago. I said all this already. You know what I'm saying? When Tony Yayo said that it was free promotion, I spoke about this. Okay, so again, I like the song from Maino, but in my eyes, this is a diss record. This is a disrespectful song from Maino. Okay, and we're gonna get in that. Big salute to the chat. Yeah, they doing something with the numbers. They definitely playing with the numbers, but we gonna have this conversation regardless. Big salute. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button when y'all come in here, so we can make sure them notifications is being sent out. You know what I mean? Share the chat, do what you're supposed to do, and let's get into this. All right, big salute to the chat. Look.
Yeah. Turn me up, baby. Yeah, I came into this game off of rumors. Saying I was a bully was the rumor. Had the silver magnum with the Ruger. Back when me and 80 proved these niggas couldn't move us. We was outside, never beefing on computers. I was pushing buttons, was never going back and forth with niggas that was whack. That never been 100, no jumper but I'm offense. Where these boys at? Bet they harmless. Now they disrespect and say it's content. The clicks and the clout, these niggas still go on Clubhouse. Hassan Campbell yelling on his couch. This shit is getting creepier. media. Lord, save me from these killers on social media. YouTube made it easier for them to skip the facts. Been 10 toes down, matter of fact. I zip niggas up, let's get that act. I'm from the crack epidemic. I dropped school cause I wasn't good with academics. Running while I was a menace. Here's $1 million worth of game, a comment for your section. I've been around the world and met a couple Harlem legends. That's before I was on TV. X Flat, live on Gates, I was Gully TV. Smack DVD. Niggas be like, man, oh man, what's up with you and 5-0? I'm like, I really feel like I've been beefing with the 5-0. Guess they got a movement. Ooh, 050. They claim it's just entertainment. Far as I know, 50 tried to use the nigga Max as a pawn. Causing more division for the city, got us torn. It remind me of them battles I've been in behind the wall. I held it down inside them big yards. Ask Fuquan, staring in the mirror, see a killer in reflection. Don't let that go over your head, the dirty section. I came up from the 90s. We was throwing bullets, me and Gotti. Running from the J 1090. It is what it is. We gon' probably die the way we live. It's all about the numbers for these kids. No matter if it's lies, as long as they page is monetized. Cause on the internet, the strong survive. Here's a toast, take a drink, champ. I pray that one day that we gon' meet, champ. These niggas going viral just to be stamped. The internet is doing what the streets can't. They do it for the algorithm. Yeah. You see what's going on out here? These niggas ain't got no morals, no principles. They say anything, they do anything. It's all about the numbers. Disrespecting, they say it's content. Disrespecting, they say it's content, nigga. You see what's going on out here? These niggas ain't got no morals, no principles. They say anything, they do anything. It's all about the numbers. You see what's going on out here? These niggas ain't got no morals, no principles. They say anything, they do anything. It's all about the numbers. Disrespecting, they say it's content. Disrespecting, they say it's content, nigga.
Yo, now I just want to speak right there, right? Now he said everybody's name. I could probably go back through it. We could bring a couple of things down. But at the end of this song, Maino says, look at these dudes. They don't have no morals, no respect, right? They lie to get clicks. They lie to get views. He basically said all of these dudes' names, and at the end of the song, he said, look, these niggas ain't, look, this is what he said. Look, I'm telling you, he's what he said. You see what's going on out here?
These niggas ain't got no morals, no principles.
They ain't got no morals, no principles.
They say anything, they do anything.
They say anything, they do anything.
It's all about the numbers.
It's all about the numbers. He said, you see what's going, he said all of these dudes' name. He said Gully TV. He said Zip name. He said, 1090 Jake. He said Adam 22. He said Hassan Campbell, Harlem Legend. He said, 050 The Movement. I mean, he said Chig, Smooth. I mean, he said a lot of names in this song. And on first glance, it sounds like he's showing love. But then at the end of the song, he says, you see what's going on out here. These dudes ain't got no morals, no principles. You feel me? After he said everybody's name, he said these niggas ain't got no morals and no principles.
You see what's going on out here? These niggas ain't got no morals, no principles. They say anything, they do anything. It's all about the numbers.
Now think about that. Think about that. You know what I'm saying? I stay 10 toes down. I zip niggas up. Let's get to that. Right? Right? No jumper, but I always played offense. I dropped out of school because I had no academics. I wasn't good with academics. Right? In my travels, I met a couple of Harlem legends. 050 was, like he said, all of these names. I'm Gully TV, Smack DVD. He said all these names, and then at the end of the song, he says, look at what we got here. These dudes ain't got no morals and no principles. They say anything. They do anything for the clicks, the views, and the algorithm. Okay? So, again, the artistry, I like that. I like that. I like the fact that Maino is in the booth and he's rapping. Because Maino, all these other podcasters, you niggas is rappers. You know what I'm saying? And I think y'all should still get in the booth, sharpen your steel, and make sure you still got it, because we don't really want to hear y'all talking about whatever y'all talking about. We would rather hear y'all rap about whatever y'all want to talk about. We would rather hear y'all get in the booth. So I gotta give Maino his props for that. Big salute to Maino for getting in the booth, man. But at the same time, you know, that backhanded compliment, eh. Yeah, this is Grown Man Business TV, so I had to speak to that. I had to speak to that. I caught that, Maino. Don't worry, I caught that. Everybody name is being said, and at the end of the record, he said, look, these dudes, look what we got over here. These dudes ain't got no morals, they ain't got no principles. They'll say anything, they'll do anything. All for likes and views. Okay? But see, I wanna be very upfront, because you know the dope is pure over here at Grown Man Business TV. You the same way, Maino. Maino, you the same way. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. But you done got up on this internet and said the wildest things for clicks and views. You done got up on this internet and said all type of weirdo stuff to try to get some motion in this algorithm. Okay, and because you know you on a podcast with Jimmy and Dave East and Fabulous, and y'all got a little bit of motion. You know, I like the podcast. Let's rap about it. I like the dynamics of that podcast. I think y'all should keep going. But let's not forget about the things you did before that podcast, man. Let's not forget about when you was trying to get motion in the algorithm. You know, when you was up here telling Angela Yee and lip service how you like to dress up like a runaway slave, the white one. You forgot about that. You know what? How about this? Let's get right into that. Let's get right into that. Let me show y'all a clip of Maino, you know, with no morals, no principle, right? Saying anything and doing anything to get motion in this algorithm. Because the thing is this, to Maino, I don't never want you to forget like who you are. Don't get into this portal, don't get into this algorithm, you know, these YouTube streets, and get to believe in the hype. That's what a lot of people do. That they come over here, they start getting some recognition, they start getting some motion in these YouTube streets, and they forget. One of the main reasons I'm here is to remind you. Okay, big salute to the chat. I want y'all to listen to it now. Maino, did you forget? You know what? Go ahead and talk to the people. Look.
It's gonna be so wrong. It's so wrong. I'm gonna tell you right now. I've never talked about this. Ah, shit. Dun, dun, dun. I like to be like a runaway slave. Okay, no. Oh, shit. I like to be like a runaway slave. Okay, no. I like to be like a runaway slave. Okay, no. Oh, shit. I like to be like a runaway slave. Okay, no. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. I like to play like a runaway slave. Okay. I like to play like a disobedient slave with a white woman. So tell me like what you say. Yes, master. I'm sorry. It's two of them. Like it's like me getting whooped, right? You get whooped? It's like I play like you whipping us, but most of them don't want to play like that. This nigga. Yeah, I was gonna say, what white woman goes along with this? They don't want to play like that. They don't. Okay. This is my. It's like, listen, you're gonna act like your master's. Your master's wife. And I'm the runaway. And I just got whooped by Massa for eyeballing you. But the whole time you've been really, you been eyeballing me. You've been eyeballing me. Oh, this sounds like some freaky porn. I'm interested. Right, this is some freaky shit. And then I'm gonna come all sweaty. Right? Just finished getting whooped, and you're gonna say, no, Billy Joe, no, Billy Joe, no. Master's not gonna like it. He's not gonna like it. I said, you want it late. This is whole script. Yeah, it's whole script. So white women have gone along with this and done this. He's speaking from experience. Nobody really went along with it. Like I stood up on the wall and said, come on, let's act it out. And he was like, Maino, are you crazy? What if they call you the N-word? See, this is because this comes with it. This is where it goes deep. I like to be like a runaway slave. Okay, no. I like to be like a runaway slave. Okay, no. Maino. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. I like to play like a runaway slave. Okay. I like to play like a disobedient slave with a white woman. So tell me like what you say. Yes, master. I'm sorry. It's two of them. Like it's like me getting whooped, right? You get whooped? It's like I play like you whip it, but most of them don't want to play like that. This nigga. Yeah, I was gonna say, what white woman goes along with this? They don't want to play like that. They don't. Okay. This is my. It's like, listen, you're gonna act like your master's wife. And I'm the runaway. And I just got whooped by Massa for eyeballing you. But the whole time you've been really, you like me anyway. You've been eyeballing me. Oh, this sounds like some freaky porn. I'm interested. Right, this is some freaky shit. And then I'm gonna come all sweaty, right? Just finished getting whooped, and you're gonna say, "No, Billy Joe, no, Billy Joe, no." Massa's not gonna like it. He's
Now, Maino, come on, man. You want the dog fur to play as the slave master. You want to no, Billy Joe. No, Billy Joe. We can't do this. No, Billy Joe. You really said that. You really said Billy Joe. You see what I'm saying? See, you again, listen to me. This the same dude got in the booth. He said that he was in jail and he was holding it down, and the killer is what he see when he look in the mirror. You must have forgot when you was talking about your fetish about how you like to be a runaway slave and you want to let the white woman beat you and call you Billy Joe, and you gonna come in there all sweaty because the slave master done put the whip on your ass, got the whooping on you, and then you gonna no, Billy Joe. See again, right? I just want to bring the balance. You got up here and said these dudes in the algorithm, they ain't got no morals and no principles. It's looking like and it's sounding like you ain't got no morals and no principles. But because you done came into our algorithm, you done came into our world, right? The independent content creator world, right? You getting a little bit of motion. Y'all starting to get some traction. Now all of a sudden you want to make a song called The Algorithm, and you want to point out all of these YouTubers. And at the end of the song, you made a conscious effort to let everybody know to look at what we got here. These dudes ain't got no morals and no principles. They'll say anything and they'll do anything for the algorithm. And then you obviously forgot the things you said and the things you do to get going in this algorithm. Yeah. Hassan Campbell still screaming on his couch, but behind closed doors, you dressed up like Kunta Kinte. Yeah, behind closed doors, you got the Kunta Kinte Halloween outfit on, and you running around talking about Toby, Billy Joe. So, the downloads downloaded when I heard the song. Again, I like the record. I like the fact that you rapping, but how about keeping it 100 in your raps? See, that's the problem I always had with you rappers. Jada Kiss, Maino, whoever. The fact that y'all get behind these microphones and y'all rap a certain lifestyle, but then behind closed doors, you like to dress up like a runaway slave and all of that. Jada Kiss, he told us, F the frail is because when the coke come in, I like to use the scales that they weigh the whales with. But Jada Kiss ain't never tell us that he had a 2-parent household. His daddy was in his life. He went to college. He went to private school. He never rapped about that. You know what I'm saying? I think that you would have a way stronger effect, right? And you would be more influential if you talked about the real you. The freaky boy that you are when you get behind closed doors and you get you a white one. Listen, I ain't making this shit up. You didn't hear what he said? Let me ask you a question. Listen. Have you ever wanted to be a runaway slave? What about that is you see, I ain't gonna lie to you. The more I listen and think about this, The more of a psychopath you kind of like a motherfucker, you kind of like a Jeffrey Dahmer. Yeah, you want to dress up like a runaway slave, hot and sweaty. You want to act as if the white man is whooping you. And that is a sexual preference. But then you want to get all on, you want to talk. Yeah, I listened to the song. Yeah, I did. You want to talk about morals and principles. Yeah, nasty work, man. Nasty work. So I'm not going to stay long. Matter of fact, talk to the people, Maino. Look!
Dun, dun. I like to be like a runaway slave. Okay, no. Maino! Oh, shit. Oh, my God. I like to be like a runaway slave. Okay, no. Maino! Oh, shit. Oh, my God. I like to play like a runaway slave. Okay. I like to play like a disobedient slave with a white woman. So tell me like what you say. Yes, master. How's it sorry? It's two of them. Like it's like me getting whooped, right? You get whooped? It's like I play like you whipping us, but most of them don't want to play like that. This yeah, I was gonna say, what white woman goes along with this? They don't want to play like that. They don't. Okay. This is my. It's like, listen, you're gonna act like your master's. Your master's wife. And I'm the runaway. And I just got whooped by Massa for eyeballing you. But the whole time you've been really, you've been.
I don't know, Maino. You a freaky guy, man. You a weird guy, man. Any man that fantasizes about shit like that don't have any morals and any principles. That's first and foremost. And secondly, y'all got to be able to start reading the room. Them women is laughing at you, Maino. Angela Yee, the other two girls in there, they're laughing at you. They not laughing with you. They think you're a weirdo too. That's why she's, oh, Maino, what the fuck, Maino? Why would you? and then they pulled it together and they started making you feel comfortable so you could spill the beans, so you could give more information. But really, they was laughing at your ass when you said that. And these is the dudes these is the dudes trying to inform us about morals and integrity. You know what I'm saying? These is the type of men in the community that think they got some kind of hierarchy over us. These is the type of niggas that they sending into the algorithm. Yeah. Yeah, all the rappers in the world. Why these rappers? All the rappers in the world, all the men in the world that have a word, that have lessons to teach, that have something to say. Why these dudes? Yeah, I listened to the song. Do you dudes listen to music or do you just skim through it? See, I'm influenced by the ghetto you ruined. The same dude you gave nothing, I made something doing. Do you listen to music or do you just skim through it? A lot of y'all just skim through it. So a lot of y'all heard that algorithm song and y'all said, oh man, salute to Maino. He shouted us out. Listen to Maino. He said my name. I heard Hassan Campbell, yo, Maino said my name. Da 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 da. Nah, nigga. They don't expect y'all to even notice it. They don't think highly of y'all. They don't look at y'all as intelligent content creators. They look at y'all as the dirty sector. Dirty niggas just getting on YouTube, talking and lying and rapping and tapping and doing whatever they could do to get likes and subscribers. That's how they look at y'all. They don't respect y'all. Okay? So I just wanted to throw that out there. Maino said he likes to dress up like Kunta Kinte. Listen, Maino, respectfully, you don't get to tell me about morals and principles, my G. You a grown-ass man that like to dress up like a slave, let the white people beat on you for sexual pleasure. That's first. Secondly, you got a big-ass scar on your face. You obviously have not been moving and living off of morals and principles. So, unlike these other YouTubers, unlike these other content creators, I'ma just keep it funky with you. I ain't one of them, homie. I'm not one of them that you could even, and I appreciate it. I'm just ecstatic that you left my name out the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy that my content don't cross your desk. I'm happy about that. I'm appreciative that my content has not crossed your desk to where you would feel obligated to put my name in a song. Yeah, don't mention grown man business because you obviously don't stand on grown man business. Not when you behind closed doors dressed up like Kunta Kinte. Yeah, nigga. What's your name? Toby. Kunta. Kunta Kinte. Yeah, that's what you like to do. What's your name, nigga? Say Toby. Kunta. Kunta Kinte. That's what you like to do behind closed doors. And then you dress up, right? You come out into the world in the public. You put the Avarex jacket on, right? You put your jewelry on and you get behind one of these microphones and you talk that morals and principles shit like you stand on it. Nah, homie. Yeah, keep that with them New York. Yeah, you keep that with them niggas. Don't ever. Yeah, I heard the song. I heard the song. I like the beat. I like the texture of the music that you was trying to deliver. But then when you started talking about morals and principles, that's where you lost me, Maino. Respectfully, that's where you lost me. Yeah, you could have kept it respectful. At the end of the song, you could have said, salute to these YouTubers, salute to these independent content creators for paving the way. You know what I mean? Zip with the Drip, Hassan Campbell, Gully TV, Doggy Diamonds. You know what I'm saying? Harlem Legend. Salute to these New York dudes. Salute to these content creators for putting in that work. You know what I'm saying? Opening a door that we didn't know was a lucrative situation. We didn't know it was a door that we could walk through. But big salute to Hassan Campbell, 10 Toes Down, Zip with the Drip, Doggy Diamonds, Harlem Legend, China Brim. Salute to these dudes for showing us another way. But instead of doing that, what you did is this. I'm gonna let the people know. I'm gonna let the people hear because you said it. You know what? Fuck it. Talk to the people. Look.
These niggas ain't got no morals, no principles. They say anything, they do anything. It's all about the numbers. Disrespecting, they say it's content. Disrespecting, they say it's content, nigga. They do it for the algorithm. Yeah. You see what's going on out here? These niggas ain't got no morals, no principles. They say anything, they do anything. It's all about the numbers. Disrespecting, they say it's content. Disrespecting, they say it's content, nigga. You see what's going on out here? These niggas ain't got no morals, no principles. They say anything, they do anything. It's all about the numbers.
So that's what he chose to say. So again, big salute to everybody in the DM. It's a lot of people like, yo, what you think? I like the competitive nature. I like to hear rappers rap. You know what I'm saying? And again, the majority of you new content creators, the majority of you new podcasts are old rappers. You know what I'm saying? And y'all still got this, y'all still could rap. There's no reason why Jada Kiss ain't rapping. There's no reason why, you know what I'm saying, Fabulous ain't in the booth, Dave East ain't. You dudes could actively be rapping. So I like to hear rappers rap. But don't ever get it confused like, you know, you Jay-Z or you Black Thought or you Tupac, where you gonna be able to get these bars over my head or under my bridge. You ain't that nice. You know what I'm saying? Man, no, respectfully. I like the song. You know what I mean? Everybody go support the song, listen to the song. But don't ever, you know, you think that they think that we just some dumb YouTubers over here saying anything and doing anything, and that he could say all of that, he could do all of that, right? And then at the end of the song, at the tail end, he says, look what we got over here in the dirty section. Look what we got over here in this algorithm. These dudes ain't got no morals. They ain't got no principles. They'll say anything and they'll do anything. They'll lie on you and call it content. They'll do anything for the algorithm. And in my eyes, that's a sign of disrespect, homie. That's the only part of the song I said to myself, I heard you say that. I caught that. And again, ain't no way a grown ass man that went to prison, was in the streets, got a big ass buck 50 on your face, right? You say you was active, but behind closed doors, you want to dress up like Kunta Kinte. You want to play roots. You want to be a runaway slave. And you got the nerve to mention morals and principles. Yo, YouTube ain't really, this ain't the music industry. This ain't somewhere you gonna be able to come and create this image and create this whole bravado, and we just gonna believe it because you rapping about it. YouTube is not it. Listen, man, it ain't that. It ain't that. It's worse over here in this algorithm. It's worse on YouTube. This is where you get to talking that gangster shit, and then we pull up clips of you saying you like to play as a runaway slave with them white people. You like to get all, you know what? I mean, you said it, nigga. You said it. Okay? Now, again, I don't want to, you could like it or love it. I don't give a damn how you take it, nigga. You said this out your goddamn mouth. You should be ashamed of yourself talking about morals and principles. Talk to the people. Look.
I like to be like a runaway slave.
Okay, no. Maino! Shit! Oh my god!
I like to play like a runaway slave.
Okay.
I like to play like a disobedient slave with a white woman.
So tell me like what you say. Yes, master. How's the sorry?
It's two of them. Like it's like me getting whooped, right?
You get whooped?
It's like I play like you whipping us, but most of them don't want to play like that. This
Yeah, I was gonna say, what white woman goes along with this?
They don't want to play like that. They don't. Okay. This is my. It's like, listen, you're gonna act like your master's wife.
And I'm the runaway.
And I just got whooped by Massa for eyeballing me. But the whole time you've been really. You like it. You've been eyeballing me.
Oh, this sounds like some freaky porn. I'm interested.
Right, this is some freaky shit. And then I'm gonna come all sweaty, right? Just finished getting whooped, and you're gonna say, "No, Billy Joe, no, Billy Joe, no. Master's not gonna like it. He's not gonna like it." That's what you want it, lady. This is a whole script. Yeah, it's a whole script.
So white women
have. Don't ever come talking about morals and principles, nigga. You keep that shit on wax. You keep it in the booth. You do your thing. You do your rapping shit. You and Jimmy Jones and all you niggas, y'all do what y'all do. But be very respectful in this algorithm. Watch your fucking mouth. Yeah, watch your mouth, B. Yeah. Respectfully. Yeah, them girls was laughing at you. They wasn't laughing with you. They was laughing at you. All right? Now, I want to close with this. There was a time where us independent content creators, us YouTubers, right? We could say something about a rapper. They really didn't have a way to respond. Hassan Campbell been going at these dudes next for a long time. X, Y, and Z, 050 the movement, etc. Right? And what they figured out is, okay, we gotta play their game. We gotta beat them at their own game, right? So they doing content, we gonna do content. Cool. They start doing podcasts, so now they can respond. They can say things. They can make songs about the algorithm. They can engage with what we got going on over here, right? That's not really the wicked part about it. To me, the wicked part about it is not only did they invade the algorithm and become YouTubers and podcasters, but they actually figured out how to manipulate the algorithm. What do you mean by that, GMB TV? When you say manipulate the algorithm, what do you mean by that? Well, they got into the algorithm. They got onto YouTube. They created podcasts. They start responding back and forth with YouTubers. But then what they figured out is, as soon as they say a YouTuber name, as soon as they get active with a YouTuber, however they do it, YouTubers will talk about them for the next 3 weeks. You understand? So let me say their name. Let me put their names in a song, right? Let me make it sound like a shout out. Let me make it sound like I'm showing love, right? And they will talk about Maino and the algorithm song for the next 3 weeks. And what does that do? That is free promotion. That will actually keep them in the algorithm without them having to do anything, without them having to go live, without them having to pay for promotion, without them having to do anything. If I say something to Hassan Campbell, he's going to talk about me for 3 weeks. That's going to keep me in the algorithm. If I say something about the dirty section, they all will talk about me for the next 3 weeks. And that's 3 weeks worth of promotion. That's 3 weeks worth of algorithm. Do you understand what I'm saying? So think about why Fat Joe just out of nowhere started saying the dirty section. He started disrespecting the dirty section. You know, Fat Joe could have all of these important people sitting on the couch, and out of nowhere, he'd just say something about the dirty section. And it got so redundant that Jada Kiss had to stop him and say, yo, bro, like, stop talking about them. Like, stop bringing them up. Like, you doing exactly what they doing. Like, stop doing that. Because what you got to understand is even Fat Joe, knock-knee Fat Joe, he realized, okay, our channel is doing good, but if I say something about these niggas, we go up in the algorithm. If you say something about the dirty section, if you say something about the algorithm, your numbers go up, your traction go up, your motion go up, your algorithm, your algorithm presence go up. After they stop talking about you and it starts to die down, say something again about them niggas in the algorithm, and you'll go right back up. You'll start going right back up. You'll be right back in the algorithm. And if you understand that, then it'll make sense to you why all of these niggas, with all of this motion, with all of this celebrity, with all of this money, right? They all are making a conscious effort to mention everybody or anybody they think will get the motion in the algorithm. Because let me give you some game about YouTube. Again, this is not the music industry, right? This is not a place where you can just use your celebrity and lean on that, where you can manipulate a narrative on top of your celebrity and then lean on that. YouTube is not the music industry. So it don't matter how much y'all talk, all four of y'all celebrities on one podcast talking away, it's not going to keep you in the algorithm. It's not going to keep you relevant. YouTube is a place where you really gotta have it. If you don't have it, you will fall to the wayside in 2 weeks. In 1 month, we'll forget about you. In 1 month, you will not have a show. It will be over. Hence, these rappers are taking money to go to Netflix. These celebrities are taking money to, save their channel. The Breakfast Club, these niggas done took some money. Netflix own all their content now. You got to grab a bag and get out of here, because really what's going to happen is your shit going to start declining. And once it starts declining, then the numbers go down. Then the payout goes down. So you need to get it right now. You need to strike while it's hot so you can get the bag and get the fuck out of here, because Joe and Jada ain't going to survive YouTube. You know what I'm saying? The Breakfast Club ain't going to survive. They ain't going to survive unless you're doing it a certain way. Let's rap about it. Shit is not going to survive if you don't involve the dirty section, if you don't start reaching out and locking in with the dudes who actually paved the way on YouTube. All of these little podcasts is not going to make it. All of these shits is going to fall off. Look at $1 Million Worth of Game. They ain't got no traction like that. Ain't nobody really. At one point, they was hot. I ain't saying they ain't getting no money. I don't know what they making. What I'm saying is, at one time, $1 Million Worth of Game was hot. That shit just a regular YouTube channel now. They getting money in different avenues. They doing different things to get money. Wallow getting money in different avenues. Gilly getting money, merch, different avenues, bar stool sports, sponsors. They getting money in different avenues, but the content ain't what's paying them. Again, I say all that to say these celebrities have figured out that not only do they gotta get on YouTube, they gotta get in the algorithm, but they have figured out they gotta stimulate the algorithm. And their celebrity is not enough to stimulate the algorithm. You being a rapper don't mean nothing on YouTube. You got to take that shit to Instagram. Yeah, go to Instagram. It might mean something. You might got 10 million followers on Instagram because you a celebrity. But on YouTube, you either got the charisma or you don't. You either got this shit or you don't. And a lot of these celebrities is weirdos, nigga. These niggas like to dress up like slaves. They like to get whipped. They like to play Kunta Kinte. They wanna be a star in a movie of Roots. 12 Years a Slave featuring Maino. Yeah. Yeah. 12 Years a Slave starring Maino from Let's Rap About It podcast. That's that's what these niggas really want to do. So YouTube ain't Instagram. You just being Maino on Instagram, you gonna have a couple of millions of followers. On YouTube, that shit don't get you nothing. Again, out of nowhere, Maino, he previews a song called The Algorithm. Out of nowhere, he puts it on Instagram. We listen to the snippet. In the snippet, he's saying all kind of names out of the algorithm. Why is that? He ain't doing it because he fuck with y'all. He ain't doing it because he think y'all create amazing content. He ain't doing it because he respects y'all. That's why at the end of the song, he said, look at this. These dudes ain't got no morals and no principles. They'll do anything and they'll say anything. Absolute disrespected y'all right after he did the little verse and he said your name because he's trying to stimulate the algorithm. Okay? So just don't, you can't say I didn't give you the game. You can't say I didn't tell you. I'm going to throw it out there. It is what it is. I appreciate he didn't say mine. I don't want my content crossing his desk. 10, 12 years of slave featuring Maino. Yes. Yes. Yeah. And this is the guy that you choose to tell you who got integrity or not. This freaky ass nigga use a 69 God. Yeah. Yeah. Kendrick Lamar said it right. Freaky ass nigga. You was a freak, ain't you? Yeah, I'm good on that, man. Keep your raps and all that. I'm cool on that. Yeah, I'm cool, B. Respectfully. I just wanted to say that again because I peeped it when Tony Yayo went on DJ Vlad and he said, I don't care what they say about me. It's all free promotion. The downloads downloaded. That's the first time when I realized what was happening. And what I do, I came to YouTube and I told y'all, these niggas is manipulating the algorithm so y'all could give them free promotion for the next 2 weeks. You understand? Harlem Legend gonna do a video, that shit gonna do 80,000 views. China Brim, he gonna do a video, that shit gonna do 40,000 views. Hassan Campbell, he gonna go live talking about this. That shit gonna do 100,000 views. Zit with the Drip, he gonna go live talking about this. That's gonna do 12 to 13,000 views. You feel what I'm saying? 10 Toes Down, he gonna go live talking about this. That's gonna do about 10 to 12 views. Respectfully. Yeah, Jake 1090 Jake, he gonna say something about this. This nigga think he's slick, Maino. He think he's smarter than you. He might be smarter than you, but he ain't smarter than me. I know exactly what you did, homie. And I don't respect none of you niggas on that level. I don't respect nothing what y'all doing in these algorithms. Start grabbing these niggas up. Get Zip with the Drip on your channel. You know what I'm saying? Pull Zip up, pull Haas up there, pull Harlem Legend. And y'all niggas really wanna Y'all niggas really want to act like y'all showing love, then show love. But stop trying to like these backhanded compliments and all that. That's whole shit. And you want to be a runaway slave, nigga. So I don't expect nothing more from you. It is what it is. Big salute to the chat, man. They definitely playing with the algorithm. They playing with the numbers. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for sure, man. Make sure y'all do that. For y'all come up in here. For sure. We need about 15 more subscribers. Be at 59,000. Easy. Might drop this joint. We'll see. 5 more minutes. Only the ones that have not gave a F about what their peers say and show their true self, personality, humility, being humble, burn bridges. Yeah, for sure. For sure, 100%. YouTube, one thing I like about, and I'm gonna say this, right? I'm not very present on Instagram or Facebook or any of these other social media platforms because once I start engaging with YouTube, I was able to really see the difference between the two. Like on Instagram, how you could like post certain things, you can manipulate a post, the title, right? You can, it's weird, you know what I'm saying? You can create a whole image in a bravado and hide behind videos and stories. So you can make it look like you a certain way. You could post certain things that make it look like you got charisma, but in real life you would be a weirdo. You know what I mean? And like you could meet one of these niggas in real life, you'd be like, damn, I thought it, but it's because Facebook and Instagram, you are able to, you can buy a blue check on Instagram. You can buy one. You can create this facade, you know what I'm saying? In this image of somebody that you're not. But on YouTube, it's hard to do that. It's almost impossible to do, almost. You know what I'm saying? If because all you got to do is go live one time for an hour and people could kind of fill you out. You know, one thing for sure, two things for certain. If you like them or if you love them, on YouTube, you know what you're dealing with when you deal with Zippy, with Zip with the Drip. You know what you're dealing with. There is, especially when you go live. People that don't go live, I don't really, it's hard for me to engage with their content. You know what I'm saying? Like Harlem Legend, China Brim, they went live for a long time. So now they only do pre-recorded videos. I still know what I'm getting, so I still rock with the content. But if you never went live and you just do pre-recorded videos, I'm really not gonna fuck with it. Yeah, I'm in and out. You know what I'm saying? Um, YouTube is a place where you gotta have the charisma. You gotta have the personality. You really gotta have it. Let me give you an example, right? Y'all remember when Fat Joe first came to YouTube? Y'all remember when Fat Joe was doing his live streams and he was on YouTube and he was trying to convert Instagram to YouTube, but it wasn't working. Fat Joe would come up here, do some, horrible numbers. That nigga live streams was doing horrible numbers because Fat Joe don't really got the full personality. He's kind of like a weird nigga. But when you bring a solid dude like Jada and you put him next to Fat Joe, when you put a dude like Jada with his aura, his charisma, and his personality, and you sit him next to Fat Joe, now it can make sense. If that, hopefully that didn't go over your head or under your bridge. Hopefully that makes sense. Until Jada came in the picture, Fat Joe did horrible numbers. That nigga content was garbage, but he still had like 10 million followers on Instagram. But he would come to YouTube and that shit was trash. Fat Joe got millions of followers on Instagram and he could not transition to YouTube because he don't really got it. But Jada got some personality. Jada got an aura about him. Jada's a cool nigga. Jada smooth with it. You know what I'm saying? He's a real New Yorker. He got that thing with him. When you put Jada next to Joe, now it makes sense. Once I started realizing that aspect of YouTube, it's really hard for me to go to Instagram. I rarely post on Instagram. You know what I mean? I be having people like, yo, people be in the DM. I be having celebrities in the DM. I be having to force myself to go to Instagram and check my DMs because I know people be in the DMs and people and different blue checks be in the DM. And then a lot of y'all be in the DM sending me receipts, saying certain things, telling me what you like, what you want me to talk about. But if it wasn't for that, I would rarely ever go to Instagram. It's not a real place. Instagram is not a real place. The shit is fake as fuck. That's why it don't translate to Instagram. You got Maino, right? You got Maino, you got Fabulous, you got Jim Jones, and you got Dave East. When you put these guys together on Instagram, that shit is millions of followers. 20, I ain't no telling, millions though, tens of millions of followers between the four of those celebrities. On YouTube, they channel ain't even got 1 million subscribers. You feel me? On YouTube, four celebrities on the same podcast on one channel, they ain't even got 1 million subscribers. Not 1 million people on Instagram. They got together combined, they probably got 40 million subscribers, 30 million subscribers, 25 million subscribers, maybe 15 million subscribers. But on YouTube, they can't get 1 million out of all four to translate to YouTube, because YouTube is still a real place. YouTube is still a place where you gotta have the charisma. You either got it or you don't. A lot of people want to do YouTube, but they ain't got it. You just don't got it. 60,000. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something, right? 60,000 subscribers on YouTube is the equivalent of 100,000 subscribers or followers on Instagram. 60,000 subscribers, real subscribers on YouTube is the equivalent of 100 to 150,000 followers on Instagram. The majority of those followers they probably bots. They not even real. You go to their page channel, shit don't even make, yeah, they ain't even real. But on YouTube, the majority of your subscribers are real people that have YouTube channels that scroll through the algorithm and they rock with your content. Respectfully. So, that's why everything, look, think about it. Jadakiss, Fat Joe. On Instagram, just them two alone probably, I'm sure they got 20 million subscribers, 15 million subscribers between two people. But on YouTube, they ain't got 1 million subscribers. Between two people, they probably got 15 million followers. On YouTube, they ain't even got 1 million subscribers. You either got it or you don't. Big salute to the chat, man. I'm not staying much longer. Last, but I want to leave with this. I want to say this as well before I get up out of here. Big salute to the algorithm, the real algorithm. Big salute to all the independent content creators out here. That includes everybody. Zippy, Haas, Ten Toes, Harlem Legend, China Brim, everybody. All the real independent content creators out here. Big salute. And I want to be specific. I'm talking directly to the independent content creators that have built their own platforms, not like interviewers. That's why I don't mention Mav Hoffa, right? Because when Mav Hoffa go live on his own merit and he's not interviewing somebody, I do bigger numbers than Mav Hoffa. My live streams do bigger numbers than Mav Hoffa. But if Mav Hoffa got Irv Gotti or Ja Rule or Tony Yayo and he's interviewing, then he do hundreds of thousands. He do his numbers. So the people don't come to Mav Hoffa channel to see Mav Hoffa. The people come to Mav Hoffa channel to see Mav Hoffa talk to celebrities. It's a big difference in what me, Zip, Haas, niggas like that. It's a big difference in what we do and what Mav Hoffa do, or what, Let's Rap About It, or the Joe and Jada. It's a big difference. Any and everybody that come to this platform, Grown Man Business TV, strictly comes to this platform to see me. Nobody else. And that right there make us powerful as well in our own rights. You know, me, Zippy, Haas, a few other niggas. Like, we literally run the numbers up on our own. No help, no interviews, no sidebars, no special guests, nobody. You know what I'm saying? And when they not playing with the algorithm, I easily have 800, 900 people in here, 1,000 people in here, 1,200 people in here. I run some shit up for real, be 13, 1,400 people in the live chat. On a regular night, 500, 600 people all at one time just to see me talk, just to hear what the downloads is. You dudes is gonna respect what we do here in this algorithm. Cause even with all of your celebrity, you still can't do what the fuck we doing. So again, Maino, yo, these dudes ain't got no morals and no principles. Watch your mouth, Maino. That's probably how you got that big ass $150 cross your mouth last time. Cause you doing this. Yeah, doing all of this is the reason you got that big ass $150 cross your gut. Watch your mouth, homie. And if you gonna show love, show love. Really show love. Yeah, get some of these niggas on your platform. I'm not coming on your platform. Get some of these niggas on your platform. You know what I mean? Stop trying, y'all niggas. Y'all think y'all slick and y'all like say names and say the dirty section as if y'all trying to show love, but really y'all just leeching off the, y'all leeching off the motion. Y'all leeching. You said all them niggas' names, leeching. Cause you want to get the algorithm rolling. You need to get deeper in the algorithm. Y'all shit slowing down, so now you saying niggas' names. Yeah, Fat Joe, oh, the dirty section, blah, blah, blah. Those videos did way more numbers than the regular videos. When he said that about the dirty section, them videos was hitting 100,000 fast. Like this. Oh, the dirty section. These niggas in the dirty section. These shits was going like this. That's why he kept doing it. It became like redundant. It was like niggas was like, what is going on with Fat Joe? Why do every day this nigga got Janet Jackson? He got all these people on the show. And he bringing up the dirty section because that's what's getting them the numbers. That celebrity ain't getting the numbers, nigga. Those interviews ain't getting the numbers, nigga. It ain't doing it. You beefing with Haas Campbell and, you know, Zippy with the drippy, and you saying the dirty section, and you got niggas looking like the dirty section. You saying this shit. This nigga go on his channel, Maino. He drop a song, yo, the algorithm. Okay. 50 Cent, he trying to name his album the algorithm. Y'all don't see this? Y'all don't see the play? Y'all don't see what they doing? This nigga 50 want to name his whole album the algorithm. And I'm gonna tell you something. I wouldn't be surprised if he reach out to do songs with niggas in the algorithm. That's how you show love, Fifth. If you really want to show love, reach out to Zippy, get him on the algorithm song. Play the Kiss, reach out to Zip, do a song with him. Y'all niggas really want to show love, do that. But other than that, y'all just leeching off the motion. And you got to understand, again, you can't recreate this motion. That's another thing I love about YouTube. You can't mimic this. You can't mimic this. You can't recreate it. You can't pay for it. You either gonna do it or you not. You either got it or you don't. See, on Instagram, you niggas could pay for blue checks. Y'all could pay for this. Y'all could pay for that. Y'all could pay for promotion. Y'all could get some motion doing this shit, and then y'all could act like y'all really was doing that. But in YouTube, you can't really do it. You can't mimic what we do over here. That's why a nigga like Zipper have 1,000 people in the chat. I went live a couple of days ago, 1,100, 1,200 people, all in the chat at one time. 800, 900 people, all in the chat at one time, engaging with the channel. You niggas got millions of followers on Instagram and y'all can't recreate this. Haas Campbell. Look at the numbers he do. Y'all niggas, you got 4 niggas. Let me see something real quick. I want to I want to see something real quick. Big salute to the chat. Just let me see something real quick. Yeah, and this is gonna be respectfully. I ain't dissing nobody. Do what you do. I ain't dissing nobody or nothing, but I want to see something real quick. Hold on. Let me see. Damn, that's crazy. Watch this. This can't be real. Is this real? Hey, yo, this can't be real. Look at this. I want y'all to look at this. Look at this. Whoop. I almost don't want to believe it, but I'm guessing this is it. I mean, it got the logo. This got to be the channel. This shit got 85,000 subscribers. 85,000. You got Fabulous, Dave East, Maino, and Jim Jones, Capo. And they ain't even got 100,000 subscribers on this joint. That's crazy. So that right there just certifies and it stamps what I'm saying. So this ain't no hate. These niggas ain't even got 100,000 subscribers, and it's 4 celebrities at one time on the channel. On Instagram, millions of. Jim Jones got 2-3 million. Maino got 2-3 million. Fabulous probably got like 10 million. You know what I'm saying? Dave East probably got 1 million or 2. But on YouTube, they ain't even got 100,000 subscribers amongst 4 celebrities. Now you see why Maino's doing a song called The Algorithm, right? now you see why niggas is trying to create the algorithm and drop albums called The Algorithm, and they doing songs called The Algorithm where they naming niggas in the algorithm. Huh? Now you see why they name Zip with the drip. I zip niggas up. Let's get to that. 10 toes down in my room like Hassan Campbell still rapping. Yeah, you better start saying niggas' names. You niggas is doing bad over here. This shit look crazy. Nigga, you nigga, what? Is you nigga what? Hey, bruh. Hold on, son. Am I tripping? This can't be they. Maybe I be 28,000 views. 16,000 views, 68,000 views, 202,000 views, 200K. I mean, 190K, 25,000 views. Niggas is not watching. Yeah, you niggas better do a song called The Algorithm. You better do a song called The Motherfucking Algorithm, because you can't buy your way to the top on YouTube. Your celebrity don't mean nothing in these YouTube streets. You know how many different algorithms it is? It's thousands of algorithms. We just got one algorithm. You got the mukbang algorithm. You got what's them cartoons and shit. You got those algorithms. You got the hunting algorithm. You got the toys where the kids where they play with the toys and they try out new toys. You got that algorithm. You got the anime what's that? Them cartoons, them Japanese cartoons. You got the K-pop algorithm. You got the mukbang algorithm. Motherfuckers sit there and just eat food all day, right in the camera. Motherfuckers smacking. Motherfucker just eating food. It's millions of views on these motherfuckers. Motherfucker eating a goddamn. Listen, you got the China K-pop mukbang where you got the Chinese girls eating goddamn big ass shrimps and big ass goddamn weird sea creatures out there in China and all that. Millions of views. This algorithm is like the universe where you got all these different solar systems. Thousands, if not millions of different algorithms that you could tap into. Yeah. Yeah, nasty work. These niggas got 85,000 subscribers. That's fucked. Hold on real quick. That threw me off right there. I thought they was, I don't know what I thought. Let me see something. Okay. Joe and Jada, right? They got 500,000 subscribers. Now, again, on Instagram, Joe probably got 10 million followers. On Instagram, Jada Kiss likely has 10 million subscribers. So out of 15 to 20 million followers on Instagram, both of them together only got 500,000. Hassan Campbell got 500,000 subscribers. You, you know what I mean? Hassan Campbell got 500,000 subscribers. It's two of y'all. It's two celebrities, Joe and Jada. And y'all got the same amount of subscribers as one YouTuber named Hassan Campbell. Y'all got the same amount of subscribers. And it's two of y'all. I just wanted to prove my point. This shit is what it is, and that's why I be over here the most. I don't go nowhere else. I'm rarely on Instagram. I'm rarely on Facebook. I need to be over there more so you could get more traction. But a lot of the niggas who be over there, I'm that shit fake to me. It's hard to deal it's hard to deal with the fake. I can't. It's hard to like deal with the fake shit. You looking at pictures, these niggas is creating pictures and posting it, and they Twitter fingers with all. I can't. It's hard. It's hard for me. It's hard for me. I need to get over there though. But we almost at 50,000. We almost at 60,000 subscribers. No Instagram presence. No Facebook presence. Straight pure dope. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Nothing more. Nothing less. Yeah, hit the subscribe button while y'all in here, man. Let's get to 59,000 before I get up out of here. Let's get to 59,000. Hit the subscribe button if y'all in here. If y'all ain't subscribed to the channel, it's over 200 of y'all in here. I need like 15 more subscribers, and we'll be at 59,000. I want to do that before I get up out of here. 20 of y'all hit the subscribe button. Go out, hit the subscribe button, come back in. Let's look at another one. That was Joe and Jada. You got. Let's rap about it. That's crazy. They only got 85,000 subscribers. I'm fucked up over that. That's gangster right there. That's ill. Fuck my head up with that one. With all that being said, man, I want to be honest with y'all before I get up out of here. Go hit the subscribe button for me. Make sure you do that. Y'all not gonna really be able. Y'all gonna have to really show love to the real YouTubers, to the real, you know, the origin of this shit. You know what I mean? Since y'all want to be in this algorithm, out of the thousands, hundreds of thousands of different algorithms on YouTube, y'all want to be in this algorithm. Y'all could have picked any algorithm. Y'all could have went into the hip hop music rap algorithm, the Joe Rogan algorithm with those type of podcasts. I mean, y'all want to be in this algorithm. Y'all not gonna be able to really catapult y'all platforms to where y'all really want them at until y'all really show love to the real builders of this algorithm. I know Haas feel like he built it, but it's a lot. It really took all of us. Haas is the first person that really got a light shined on him, but the light that shined on Haas, that ain't the light that built this algorithm. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, like a lot of people tune in to Haas, or they got turned on to Haas at the information about Africa Bambaataa. Respectfully, you know what I'm saying? People were so amazed by that shit, and people were so like, it was so like we never heard that shit. A lot of people was like, they thought them niggas was going to your channel trying, you know what I'm saying? Haas was crashing out. He was cussing out the people and shit, and people, you know what I'm saying? But that ain't what built this algorithm. You know what I'm saying? It took everybody. 10 Toes Down had some motion. You know what I'm saying? 050 The Movement, Clash of the Titans, China Brim, you know what I'm saying? The bad paperwork on Jim Jones. That was a whole nother lane that niggas had really, we had never really seen that, where a nigga had said it was some paperwork on the nigga, and then it was bad paperwork, and then all that shit, Harlem Legend. Zip with the drip. You know what I'm saying? Zip, a nigga fresh out the pen, a nigga fresh out of jail for a body or whatever he went, you know, robbery, whatever, right? And he did 15, 18 years. He got up on this motherfucker, big ass, you know, these is all different infinity stones that created this algorithm. Grown Man Business TV. Niggas like, yo, this nigga talking about Dolph, he talking about Zip, he talking about the higher ups and the elites. You know what I'm saying? I really started going viral when I was talking about Dolph and I was talking about the life insurance policies. You know what I'm saying? Death Row, Empire Death Row Records, Ghazi. You know, my shit was I really went viral. You know what I'm saying? Takeoff, the Dollar Tree Cotton Boys. You know what I'm saying? Jay Prince and them. Like I really, so we all created certain things that made this algorithm what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I say that about Haas because he was the first one to catapult to a certain level. But Haas, you know, it's a reason why that shit happened to Haas. It's still happening to him. I might talk about that tomorrow. Yeah, the Drink Champs, they started off pretty strong. Salute, you know, Nori, you know, I don't, you know, see, you know why I didn't bring up the Drink Champs? Because Nori was the first one to do what he was doing. It was Joe Buttons that did what he was doing, and then Nori created his own lane to do what he was doing. So Nori didn't really invade our algorithm or the YouTube streets that we got. You know, if that makes sense. Like Nori shit, he was doing his thing. He created such a lane for itself that it really wasn't it really didn't connect. Like nobody connected to like a podcast like Drink Champs and then the dirty section. These other niggas is literally copy and pasting what we do over here and then trying to like incorporate it their own way so that it don't look like they biting our style or they biting what we got going over here, but they actually biting our style and they biting what we got going on over here. They try to package it differently. You know, let's rap about it. You know, Fat Joe. These niggas is trying to package this shit up differently. But the reason why they got to keep bringing up the dirty section and the algorithm is because you packaged up this pure dope. But as soon as these niggas get the bag and they bust it open and they roll up that backwood and they smoke it and they realize, hey nigga, this some bunk right here. This is Reggie Miller, man. I thought y'all was doing what Grown Man Business. I thought it was some pure dope in his bag. This shit stepped on. Yeah, I thought it was some pure dope in his bag right here that but this shit stepped on. So they ain't even rewatching you niggas. You niggas barely getting views. Netflix say, yo, Joe and Jada, we like what y'all doing over there. We gonna give y'all some money. Come to Netflix. Why you think they didn't leverage their platform? Like, nah, that ain't enough money. We really like what we got going over here on YouTube. If y'all could come with some more money, we'll take. Nah, them niggas took that bag because the dope ain't pure. So you think it's blue magic. Yeah, I see that in the chat. You think it's blue magic, right? You go over there, you say, look, let me get 100 keys. They know that this shit is baking soda. You put a price out there, look, I got this, I'm gonna give you that for 100 keys. They gonna take this shit. Oh, hell yeah, you can have all of it. That's what they did with Netflix. But see, niggas like Joe Buttons, who do have pure dope. Joe Buttons has pure dope. Drink Champs has pure dope. You don't see them just running in Netflix because they know what they got. They know it's pure. They know ain't nobody doing what Drink Champs did. Ain't nobody in that lane. There's nobody doing what Drink Champs did. Get niggas up there, get a bunch of drinks, get them high and drunk, have them talking crazy. That's their shit. That ain't got nothing to do with the dirty section. Joe Buttons, the Joe Budden podcast, the Joe Budden network. That's some shit that ain't got nothing to do with the dirty section. So they leveraging. Joe Budden's like, man, we ain't fucking with Netflix, not right now. Niggas will have to pay like $1 billion. They had to get that nigga like 800 million for that. You know what I'm saying? For Joe Buttons to do what Joe and Jada did, that nigga gonna say, I need $1 billion. Joe and Jada just sold out because that shit ain't pure, nigga. That shit is copywritten, nigga. You get to digging into the DNA of what they got going on and what they talking about and how they moving. You get to finding all different type of niggas over here. You get to finding all different type of YouTubers and different type of motherfuckers. They done took a little bit of this. They done took a little bit of that. They done grabbed a little bit of this. They said, oh, I like that. They done took a little bit of that. They done mixed it all together. Now you got the Joe and Jada. Same thing with Maino, Jada Kiss. I mean Maino, Jim Jones and them boys. You get to looking around, you see a little bit of this. They done took a little bit of that. They liked, oh, took a little bit of this. They done put it all together. And there you go. Big salute to the real YouTubers, the real pioneers of this shit. The real pioneers, nigga like me, who could sit right here with my phone, talk directly to the people, and run up numbers that these dudes need a whole goddamn podcast. They need a whole production. They got microphones. They got motherfucking backdrops. They got all kind of shit. 5 celebrities on the same show. These niggas laughing and giggling. We do the same numbers over here. Easy money. Yeah, big salute to the chat, man. They definitely playing with the algorithm, man. Get 7 more subscribers, man. Get them subscribers up. We gonna definitely tap in. Yeah, we had like 12,000. I might run it up with y'all a few more minutes till we get them 7. We had 12,000. We'll run it up for another. We'll run it up to another 50, maybe like 15K, maybe 20,000 coming in out the room. Big salute to the chat. Dresky, what it do, homie? Scott, I see you in here. Big salute to everybody. Look, let me cause we gonna stay for a few more minutes. Yeah, man, charisma means more than your celebrity over here in YouTube. Celebrity counts, you know what I'm saying? But you know, the more you do this YouTube, the more you create content, the more you build your celebrity anyway. I done been places, I done got on planes, I done been recognized by, I don't really like how it feels to be. I was in Philly one time. I was in Center City. I was out there, had parked my car, was walking around, and a young boy ran up on me. He wasn't really young, he was a little bit younger than me, but he was like in his 30s. He was like, Grown Man Business TV? And I was like, and he was like, GMB TV. And I was like, and I was about to be like, nah, that ain't me. I ain't gonna lie. I really was about to be like, nah, nigga, I don't know. But he was like, yo, man, I love your content, X, Y, and Z. And I ain't gonna lie, on the inside, that shit felt weird. Like, I was in a barbershop one time. I was in a barbershop out here one time. I was in the barbershop. I forgot the dude's name, but he had a nice ass Benz. And he came in and the barbers, they knew him. And he everybody went outside and seen his car and all that. And he came back in it, and I was sitting down. He was like, Grown Man Business TV. Yo, and the bar, look, all the barbers, the barbers and shit, they was looking like, what the fuck? He was like, bro, I watch your content all the time. Whoa, like going back and forth. Niggas was looking at me like, and they was looking like, yo, you on Utah? I was like, nah. Nah, Bill, you do like that. I don't really like how the shit feels, you know what I'm saying? And my content ain't for everybody, you know what I mean? So if you come across my content and you like it, then that's what it is. But I don't run around like promoting my content, like going play, yo, I'm grown man. I don't do that shit because you might be married to a white woman, or you know, you might might have that dog fur in your life. I get to talking about the dog fur and shit. I'm telling you, bro. So the more you do content, the more you build your celebrity anyway. I was speaking about Haas a few minutes ago, right? And I want to speak to this. And yeah, Hassan Campbell, he has more subscribers than Joe and Jada. They got like 504,000. He has 512,000 on his own. So salute to Haas. But and hit the subscribe button, because I'm gonna stretch this out a few more minutes. I'm gonna talk about this real quick. And I probably clip this up and do it and make a pre-recorded video. But that's why I say, like, Haas always talks about how he created these YouTube streets and he created this algorithm. And Haas is the first content creator in this algorithm to really get some traction. You know what I mean? Regardless of what he used to get the traction, or regardless on the reasons why he got the traction, he began to get that motion. He's the first one we seen. I ain't gonna lie. I seen Haas pull out like 60,000 one time on the live stream. That shit was real money too. It wasn't like no prop money. Word. That nigga Haas at his prime was doing almost 100,000 a month. That nigga Haas literally was doing like $60,000-$70,000 a month. I still ain't figured out how to crack that code. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I could think is if I get up here and say some wild shit like about like Bambaataa, so make up some shit about Bambaataa, nigga, we could get 60,000-70,000 a month, right? But the things that Haas is going through to this very day is the reason why I know he didn't actually create the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? Haas didn't create the algorithm. He spearheaded the movement, though. He did. He did spearhead the movement, but the algorithm is consistent of a bunch of different infinity stones that make the algorithm. So Haas didn't make these YouTubers or those YouTubers. You know what I'm saying? He spearheaded a lane. And I say all that to say this, you know, Haas posted a video earlier, right? And Hassan Campbell posted a pre-recorded video earlier, and he showed, you know, child protective services at his house. The police was at his house. You know, child protective custody, you know, these people was at Hassan Campbell's house because some subscribers or some fans or whatever called these people and falsely accused Hassan Campbell of violating or physically harming his children. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what I mean when I say, like, the reason Haas got to a certain level is because of a lot of the things that he said that was out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? Haas went on Mav Hoffa channel and he said that he used to touch kids when he was a kid. You know, Haas talked about the whole situation with Africa Bambaataa. You know, it's a lot of times where Hassan Campbell crashed out on YouTube saying things about kids, saying things about, you know, teenage. Like, he said some wild stuff like about dropping D on this kid and doing this and doing that. These crash outs, these train wrecks are the reason why Haas reached the certain plateau that he reached. You understand what I'm saying? And it had nothing to do with like street activity or like being thorough or being gangster or being loyal or having dignity or morals and principles. It really had nothing to do with that. It was because people like to see a train crash. People will line up and pay good money to see a train wreck. You understand what I'm saying? And that's where Haas found his lane at. Crashing out on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Spazzing out, blacking out, having these meltdowns, crying. You know what I'm saying? I watched a lot of it. That didn't pave these YouTube streets because these YouTube streets ain't made up of that kind of content. You feel what I'm saying? And you know, I wanna just say this, like, to Haas Campbell, if he's watching, if he's not, I'm gonna just throw this positive energy out there to Hassan Campbell. Bro, one of the things you gotta stop doing is bringing your kids onto these YouTube streets. You know, in this video right here, and I'm gonna play some of this, you know, I heard Haas say, like, I'm gonna keep showing my kids, I'm gonna keep bringing my kids. You know, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. That's one of the reasons why this channel is called Grown Man Business, because it's for grown folks. This ain't got nothing to do with no babies, no children. When I go live, when I post my videos, there's a question. When you post and you do your thing right, it say, is this content for children? I always push no. I don't need this content going down your timeline or your algorithm if you a child. And one of the worst things you could do, right, is expose your family, your wife, your children in these YouTube streets. You know what I mean? Your babies, your little girls, your wife, your job, your personal information and your personal situations. The last thing you want to do is bring it to these YouTube streets. It get deep, it get wicked, and it's always deeper than rap. Another reason why my channel is Grown Man Business TV and not my personal name. You know what I'm saying? Like, You in Haas, I always felt like it was nasty work. And because you bring your children on YouTube, because you said the things that you said on YouTube about Bambaataa, about what you used to do when you was a child, you know, the disrespectful things you said about other people's children in these YouTube streets, right? Is the reason why random subscribers or random people on YouTube call the police and send them to your house. You know what I'm saying? They literally, and this ain't the first time it happened. This done happened millions of times, hundreds of times, where these people, random people that you don't know on YouTube, you can't see them. They can see you though, but you can't see them. Call the police and send them to your house. And you got child protective custody services all in your house. You got goddamn armed police walking through your house. All because you thought it was smart to bring your family, your children on this algorithm. To anybody that's looking to make content, let that be the last thing you do. Let you never do that. Do not use your government name for your platform. Don't do that. Don't ever show your wife, your girlfriend, your children, your job. Don't ever show that in these YouTube streets. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm probably not even gonna clip this up, but I just wanted to say that because watching this video, it really read something. It just, I don't know, it just rubbed me the wrong way. Hassan Campbell, you got over 500,000 subscribers. How many of those subscribers you think watch child porn? You got over 500,000 subscribers, Hassan Campbell. How many of those subscribers you think are child predators? How many of your subscribers you think are into the youngsters? And then you would turn around and put your little daughter on the screen and have her talking to the camera like, nah, this is grown folk business. Don't you ever bring no children. That's why we send the babies upstairs when grown folks is downstairs. That's why when I was growing up, all of us had to, me, my nieces and my nephews and my cousins, we had to go upstairs and play. We couldn't be down here looking all in the mouth of grown folk while they talking. Let's get into this, man. You know, let's get into this, man. I might clip this up, I might not, but I want y'all to look at this. Hit the subscribe button while y'all in here. Go ahead and talk to the people, Haas. He got his joint on mute. Hold on. Haas is on mute, not us.
So you only came here to question my kids and ask them how old they are, but you brought a bunch of police to my house talking about I'm a murderer and I got guns. That's not making any sense to me. Where's the emergency at? You came here to find out the names of my kids and that's it? We're in the rain, sir. You knew it was. You could go up under the gazebo. You could even go in the shed. I need to understand, like, how much am I gonna go through this? Is that? Like, how often am I going to keep going through this? We done been through this already. Every time somebody decide that they want to take out their anger on me on the internet.
A question, what's your lawyer's information?
My lawyer's information, I got to get it right now out of my phone. Oh, I'm going to, believe me, I'm going to have them contact you.
That's fine, that's fine.
Because this is ridiculous. Right. It's embarrassing.
I get it, I agree. Lawyer, I can't speak to you no more.
Oh, so when I say lawyer, you can't speak to me no more. So you telling me that you brought all these police to my house to embarrass me?
It's protocol. You have to.
It's embarrassing.
I get it though, but it's protocol.
It is humiliating. And with your records already know that this is something that's continuously being done to me with my kids.
It's protocol, sir. I get it. I get it. It's protocol.
And so now you can't ask no more questions because I invoked my lawyer.
Protocol, we can't stop. Stop.
So the whole stop was just a waste. This whole thing was a waste of time. So for the rest of the investigation, it'll be y'all talking to my lawyer.
Right.
So I ain't got to worry about nobody else knocking on my door in the middle of the night, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, to keep going through this. This is embarrassing.
So more stuff though, basically I'm gonna have our attorney reach out to your attorney like that, and then it goes from there.
Getting hard and getting turned on are not the same thing.
That is why Blue Chew Gold was created.
Hold on, guys. Look at this.
After she was surrounded by government agents, government workers, and police, I moved my kids to the suburbs to give them a better life. And somehow, somebody that's not enjoying their life woke up on the wrong side of the bed and said, hey, we ain't gonna let Hassan be on his P's and Q's. We not gonna let him get into his bag and respond to Maino. Nah, this is the time to strike. Get his house raided. Have the police drag him out with handcuffs. So
I'm gonna play some more of this, but I want to say, like, if you notice, like, nobody else in this algorithm has that kind of issue. You don't really see nobody in this algorithm other than Hassan Campbell having, you know, child protective services called to his crib with the police and all that. You know what I mean? It's a reason for that. It's because of the way Haas came into these YouTube streets. It's because of the things he said in these YouTube streets. You know, you definitely spearheaded a situation, but ain't no way you created the YouTube streets, because this is what your image is based on. This is what I'm gonna be real about this, right? You know, you gotta ask yourself, Haas got over 500,000 subscribers. He could easily be moving around like Tasha K. You know what I'm saying? Like Tasha K, like Aiden Ross. He could be going like to different places in New York City and talking and motivating people and making a bag off that shit. He could really be a factor. The reason why he can't be a factor and he's not outside, he's not able to really, you know, profit off of his platform is because of the things he said, because of the bricks he used to build his platform. The Africa Bambaataa shit. You understand? The things he said about kids. The videos they got of him saying, yo, I'll drop D in this and I'll do that. And I used to touch kids. Like, even if they editing them videos up, or if they playing with those videos, the fact that that shit is outside, nigga, you can't, like, somebody in the crowd is going to say something. It's always going to be somebody heckling. And again, if you created this lane, then you would have people that follow behind you. But you the only one having, I don't know nobody else having these type of issues where people is calling the police and child protective services is popping up at your crib. Respectfully, bro. Nasty work. And see, again, I'm gonna get to this part right here with Haas, right? I don't know what Haas got going on, but I feel like when you've been damaged, or when you've been damaged, right? You can't see clearly. You don't see reality in a clear view, right? And I feel like Haas don't see reality clearly. It's like distorted due to what he been through. And I'm gonna show y'all what I'm talking about. Haas, you got 500,000 plus subscribers. How many of those subscribers do you think get a kick out of looking at your children when you put them on the screen? Get a kick out of looking at your old lady or looking at this? How many of those subscribers do you think could look around your front yard, look around your surroundings, and Google map or figure out where you live at? Like, this shit is not a game. I don't know. You niggas get on YouTube. Y'all forget this shit is a portal. Y'all start believing the hype. Y'all start believing somehow you are a celebrity or something. You know what I'm saying? And you don't realize that this shit is a portal that opens you up to other spirits. It opens you up to demons. It opens you up to blessings as well. But let's put the blessings aside and let's just focus on the demons it opens you up to. The evils. That's why I say I don't really like the few, like when I get approached by people, it ain't one time that it happened that I felt like, yo, I'm a celebrity. I love this shit. It always make me feel uneasy because you can see me, but I can't see you. You come to my channel, you look at me, right? And you can see me, but I can't fucking see you. And I got 60,000 subscribers. I got damn near 60,000 people that I could quite possibly run across, and you recognize me, but I don't recognize you. So imagine what evils that opens me up to. Imagine what kind of demons and what kind of spirits have access to me that I don't even know. Let me play this. Talk to the people, Haas.
So that the system could lose him. This is little Aaliyah that y'all love. That y'all watch grow with y'all. Y'all know her. Y'all watched her grow up. Y'all seen her through the years.
Now, look this Haas right here. Now look at his daughter. I was gonna do a whole live stream on this, but I'm gonna just talk about this right now. I'm just get it off my chest. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you, Haas, don't see what's wrong with having your daughter on this camera, sitting like that, presenting herself in that way. The fact that as a father and as a man, you don't recognize that this shit is wrong, bro. And you are exposing her to these devils, to these evils. That's the issue, bro. And I ain't judging you or nothing, but as a man, I'm saying, I hope that you hear this message. I hope you get wind of this, and I hope you got them and take heed to this. The last thing, so you got people that's watching your videos and calling child protective services on you, sending police to your house, and you think it's smart to expose your daughter to the same people and the same evils that's attacking you. Because now we are 500,000 people, right? Subscribers. Let's say 200,000 of them is demons. They all know what your daughter look like. They all know who she is. She look just like you. They all know where you live at because they sending police to your address. So imagine if they wanted to find what school she went to. Imagine if they really wanted to like violate you. At least they know what your kid, you. And then this young girl don't need to be on the camera, bro. You like respect. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to people. Up.
What's on your mind? How you feel?
Overwhelmed, like shocked, annoyed. Like I feel down, specifically about y'all because y'all watched me grow up. Like, what did we do to have police come into our door almost like this is like maybe like
Millionth time.
millionth time they came here already?
But it's been a little while since the last time. Because they got tired of coming back. Because somebody just didn't have nothing better to do.
Exactly. So technically we're just some prank call charity case. So
This shit nasty work, Haas, respectfully, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm only speaking to you because I'm a father and I'm a grown man. That's what the channel is, grown man business. But I'm a husband, I'm a father, I'm a son, I'm an uncle, right? I'm a brother, right? That little girl need to have a jacket on or a sports bra or something, Haas. You bugged the fuck out. And I'm telling you, when I watched this video earlier, I was like, damn, you don't even know it. You recorded this video, you edited the video, and then you uploaded the video. And not one time did you say to yourself, like, you know what I'm saying? You could, like, your daughter need to put a jacket on, bro. It's mad perverted men out here. It's mad perverted people on this app. And you got your daughter out here, a young, developing girl. She's young. It ain't no need for her to be up here. This ain't the algorithm for no motherfucking children, Haas. And if you is gonna do that, then you put these videos in the algorithm that on her channel that go to children. But you don't put that shit on no channel where you got 500,000 subscribers, mostly adults that you don't know, bro. You don't even know what you doing. That's why these people have sent these people to your house a million times. That you said that they sent it to your house a million times because you don't even know the evils you dealing with. You get up here, you talk about the higher ups and the elites, you talk about this and that, and you don't even know the motherfucking spirits and the evils and the demons that you exposing yourself and your children. You literally got this little girl, bro. Look at this shit. Look.
So then once they come up to our door, they're just going to be sitting here asking all these questions and asking all this stuff.
We've helped thousands of veterans get jobs in tech making $10K or more a month without spending 4 years in college.
How you feel about it?
Like, scared because there's police officers there. A person there asking me my date of birth and my name. Who knows if he's going to pull me aside and ask me more questions whether I'm safe in the house.
Well, to answer that question, once I decided to invoke my lawyer, that changed the game.
Yeah, funny.
It changed the game. Once I pulled my camera out and requested my lawyer in front of the camera, that's when all of the questions had to stop. But nevertheless, it's not even a point of that. The bottom line to it is, what if y'all was successful? What was y'all? What if, let's just say, with all the death threats that y'all give me, with all the death threats.
So let me stop right there. So so you getting death threats as well, and you think it's smart to have your little daughter on this Facebook, on this face on YouTube, explaining herself or how she feels. She said she feel overwhelmed. She feel down. The last thing you should be doing is exposing this shit to the people. What the fuck is you doing? I ain't gonna lie. If I was your brother or something like that, if I was like your family member and I seen this video, we had to squabble. I'll come over there. You know what I'm saying? And then me and you, we'll like talk. Nobody will know. We'll go in the backyard in the shed or something in that shack back there, and I'll probably smack fire out you and make you do something. We'll squabble back there for a couple of minutes, just as family. And then when your wife be like, "What's going on back here?" And then I just express that because that's obviously like my niece or my family. And hey man, stop putting my motherfucking niece on the internet, nigga. Fuck is wrong with you? Stop putting my niece on the internet. Let her go to school and do what she do. Let her do what children do. Stop putting her on the internet. That's what I would. That's what I would do to you. I promise you, I would. I mean, you will have to answer to that. This ain't the first time you do it, but this particular time right here, for some reason, because she always looked like a little young, like a child. You know what I'm saying? But in this little situation, she looked like a growing young girl. You don't need to be putting her on the internet, huh? I'll smack fire out your mouth. That's me personally. You know what I'm saying? I think somebody should do that. I think whoever your family is, whoever the men is in your family, they need to check you on this. Nigga, what the fuck is you doing? Nigga, keep your little kids off the internet. Especially the way you done came up on this internet and talked about, man, just keep your kids off the internet, man. Respectfully, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you bugging, cuz.
What if I decided that I just wanted to have one weapon to protect myself, and I was just stupid enough to let y'all trap me off like that? So you telling me I haven't even been on the internet in days. 3 days since my last post on YouTube. But some miserable, conniving, devious, mischievous, miserable cocksucker would actually love to see me. Look at that face.
Why is you saying cocksucker around that little? Man, I'll beat you. What? Why is you talking like that around this child, bruh? See how that's what I'm saying? Like, you damaged. You don't see clearly. You don't see reality clearly. You know what I mean? Your shit is distorted. You know what I mean? Because of Bambada and whatever else. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just giving you a clear bird's eye view. I'm just giving you a clear view, nigga. Why is you saying some cocksucker, blah, blah? Hey, nigga, watch your mouth around that little girl, man. Matter of fact, let her go eat her motherfucking SpaghettiOs or whatever, man. You know, you doing content for adults, bro. Ain't nothing about your channel speak children. I ain't never seen your channel one time and I thought to myself, this would be some good content for babies, for little kids and all that. You know what I'm saying? I think Haas should make a cartoon for children. I never seen one live stream, one pre-recorded video. I never seen one time where I ever thought your channel was suitable for children, bro. Respectfully, niggas, you crazy? You got to be out your motherfucking mind, man. Boy. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I was gonna do a whole live stream on this, but I don't think I'm gonna do a whole lot. I might cut this up. I might not. I figured I'd just put it out there. But it's whatever it is. There's some cocksucker. Why is you saying this around that little girl, man? Cocksucker, man. Boy. You better watch your fucking mouth around that little girl, man. Listen to this shit. Look at this. Look.
What if y'all was successful? What was y'all? What? Let's just say, with all the death threats that y'all give me, with all the death threats, what if I decided that I just wanted to have just one weapon to protect myself, and I was just stupid enough to let y'all trap me off like that? So you telling me I haven't even been on the internet in days. 3 days since my last post on YouTube. But some miserable, conniving, devious, mischievous, miserable cocksucker would actually love to see me. Look at that face. Y'all watch that face grow up. My question is, what did she do to deserve that? Some of you niggas, y'all look at her life. Damn, they got $1 million backyard. I bust my ass to give my kids better than what some of you give your kids. And this is the thanks.
Yo, this nigga high is weird to the motherfucker. Respectfully, you a wild nigga, so I ain't gonna lie to you. Bro, that wasn't this shit earlier, boy. I was shocked. Like, boy, let me tell you something. I was shocked, nigga. You shocked as shit, boy. Highs, boy. I ain't seen your ass in a couple days. Boy, where you been? Hey, Aunt, I ain't seen you in a couple days. Boy, where you been? Yeah. You shocked. I was shocked, man. I was like, look, I said, this guy, is this shit old? Like, nah, this nigga dropped this shit 5 hours ago. This shit, nigga, he just, I'm saying to myself, this nigga high, man, what the fuck? The police, man, come on, high, man. So the police was just at your house. You gonna post your motherfucking daughter, nigga? Come on, man, with a bonnet on, her motherfucking shirt, she need to put a, man, this is not it, Haas. Yeah, I was shocked, man. Shocked the hell out of me, cuz I ain't gonna lie, fuck me up. And you mischievous, disrespectful, fool-ass, bitch-made cocksuckers. I'm saying to myself, like, why is he talking like this around that little girl? Then he's $1 million backyard. Listen, man, Haas, stop. Everything don't equate to money, bruh. I don't care if it was a $5 million backyard. Your daughter shouldn't be up here on this video, brother. Respectfully, man. This is the thanks I get. Hey, nigga, hey, this YouTube, Haas. Y'all watched her grow up. That's a problem, huh? Listen. The fact that you saying we watched your daughter grow up is nasty work, Haas. You know how many children grow up on TV and it never works out good. It's never a good outcome. For kids that we seen on TV grow up is never a good outcome. Why in the fuck is you been posting your daughter all this time? Let her lead, bro. When I used to when I used to watch Haas's live streams, and he might go 2 hours. Haas would be doing his thing. Out of nowhere, Haas would be like, come in. And then his little daughter would hop on the screen. I used to automatically get out the live when he do that. Like, I don't know, this nigga would go from talking about the higher ups and the elites to having his little daughter, and you know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking to myself, like, nigga, what the fuck is this children doing down here? This is grown folk business. Man, y'all got it, man. Get your little daughter, look at this. Look how she looking, man. Look how she looking, man. Get your little daughter off the goddamn screen, man. Respectfully, Haas.
When I sit back and I really, really analyze it, yeah, I tried to screw up my words on Math Hoffa platform and try to turn me into a child predator when people find me to be a child hero. And then you take a decorative man.
This is the secret to drain lymphatic fluid fast. Swollen ankles and puffy feet aren't just uncomfortable, they're...
Who throughout the years
Look
been
at
on this
look.
internet raising my children better than you niggas is raising your children. So you try to use the law to put a blemish so that y'all can have something to talk.
Hey, bro, Haas. Look at this little girl, bro. You need to get your daughter. Yo, bro, this is not the play. You know how many weirdos is not looking at you right now when you talking? You know how many weirdos screen recorded this video just in case you erase it? You know how many weirdo niggas is out here looking at your motherfucking daughter, nigga? You know how many dudes on the internet is weirdos, bro? The fact that you don't realize that just tell me something ain't right, brother. The fact that you got your daughter walked in that shed or in that room, wherever you at, she don't got no, I don't know if she got a bra or not, something ain't, but she is relaxed in her house clothes. She got a bonnet on. She got her little shirt on. She don't gotta be, she in the comfort of her own home. You didn't see that and say, nah, you don't need to be on YouTube right now. Go put another shirt, go put a jacket on. Or matter of fact, don't even worry about it. You just let her come on here like that. This little ass, come on, Haas, man. You tripping, bro. You tripping, bro. Respectfully. And I feel a way about it, because again, I got daughters. You ain't never seen me, you know, every now and then you might get a glimpse, you know, when I'm doing the pool or something, you might see, but I ain't never posting nothing with my wife or my kids on it. Y'all ain't gonna get that. I fuck with y'all, I rock with y'all, I appreciate y'all, but we ain't doing all that. Yeah. Hell, I don't, nigga, hell no. Not even on Instagram, but my wife be like, oh, it's our anniversary. Da da da. Yeah, I'm not posting my wife. So niggas could look at my hell nah, nigga. My wife, nigga, she bad. I'm not about to, y'all don't get to stare at my motherfucking old lady, nigga, for what? Don't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying? And my kids neither. Especially not on YouTube. YouTube is a dangerous place. Instagram is too. And these other places is too. But YouTube, post your job one time and I guarantee you some niggas gonna call your job and try to get your ass fired. Yeah. Ask 10 toes down what they did when they found out where he worked at. That nigga 10 toes ain't come on Instagram. Yo, 10 toes ain't come on YouTube for like 9 months. Cause he worked for the city. And them people found out his ass was doing them videos and people was calling his job. They were about to, boy, your ass won't about to get no pension. Yeah, but fuck that money. So YouTube ain't the place for you to be putting your kids up here, Haas. You tripping. And I just wanted to say that. I'm gonna play a few more minutes of this because he was saying something else. I'm gonna play a few more minutes of this. But I just wanted to put that out there because, yeah, you know, You tripping, Haas. You in a motherfucking way, my G. You need to somebody need, and I ain't gonna lie to you, somebody need to put their hands on you for doing this right here with this for putting this little girl on this YouTube like this, Haas. Hold on, let me find you. Where was we at? Damn, let me make sure I find it. Damn, I'm tripping. Am I tripping? Hold on. Motherfuckers sent the damn people to your house, and you thought it was smart to get up here and post your damn with your daughter. I don't know what you thought that was doing. Haas, like, hold on. Damn. I'm tripping. I was on YouTube, wasn't I? Damn, that's crazy. What the fuck going on? That's so crazy. Oh, there you go. Go ahead and talk to the people, Haas.
Talk about breaking news. Hassan Campbell, child endangerment, blah, 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 blah. You niggas is evil. You want to give them a piece of your mind? You have a right to.
Yeah, because knowing out of how long all of y'all, or probably some of y'all who's new to the channel, decides to start watching him, y'all know dang well he done nothing wrong to any of us. Like all the past years, what has he done? Nothing. Like, give me an example. I'm waiting.
They trying to take me away from you
Exactly.
for your birthday? Huh? A birthday coming up?
Exactly. Y'all want him?
That was your birthday gift? That was your birthday gift? Yeah. It is what it is, though. But you know what? You got to sometimes, through the evilness, how that song go? You won't break my soul, and you won't break my smile. Nah, you can't break us. You niggas is evil. And it's disgusting. And y'all not going to stop me from posting my kids. And y'all not even going to, matter of fact, I'm going to go even harder to make sure I start my child's show with my kids. To teach some of you niggas how to be a father. To teach some of you niggas how to get your wife and your kids out of the hood. Instead of being at the club or being at the party every weekend with the newest outfit on. That's the problem with some of you niggas. You hate to see a nigga outshine you. What happened? Maino said my name? And it made y'all tremor? Even though the algorithm on YouTube is suppressing me, I still keep outshining you niggas? I'm raising children and putting them through college.
Go ahead and get. Hey, Haas. Keep your kids off the internet, boss. Respectfully. I ain't gonna say nothing else about it, man. That shit's crazy. Again, I was shocked. This nigga Haas tripping. Nigga, what the fuck, man? Hey, man. You do a child show with your kid on her channel that's aimed at the kids. That's in the kids algorithm. Man, don't get on this big ass 500,000 subscriber channel, man, posting shit with your kid doing no TV show, man. You tripping, bro. That's why that one girl ain't on this channel no more. What's that girl? I can't think of her name. The one chick he was doing like the show with, her boyfriend or her husband, you know what I'm saying? Because first she getting up there, niggas, then it's YouTube. So niggas saying, oh, Haas hitting that, Haas must be hitting that, this, that, and the third, boo, boo, boo. And then her husband was like, nah, bitch, you can't get up, yeah, Cora. Her wife, her husband was like, or his girl, her boyfriend, whoever, was like, nah, bitch, you can't do that show no more. We ain't seen Cora ever since. Cause it's the YouTube. This shit ain't no money. Y'all niggas think this the WB? What you thought this was TNT? What channel you thought this was? Fox? What you thought you was on, Muff? What you thought you was on the WB, nigga? What you thought you was with the Wayans, bro? This is not that. This is a portal, nigga. This is a whole nother. This is not that. I know you think you on YouTube. I know you think you a celebrity. This is not that. Respectfully. Certain things like that I considered when I first started this shit. I was just gonna use my name. Everybody in VA know me for my name. My name is well known. Like that shit would have just been easy. You know what I mean? My name is good. I could have used my regular name. Yo, this the such and such, such and such, such and such. Some was like, nah. Hell nah, brother. Yeah, I already don't show my kids and shit like that. Like my personal page on YouTube, on Instagram is private. My actual personal page with like my page, that shit is private. You know what I mean? You don't just get to go on my YouTube, on my Instagram channel, and just see my kids and my old lady and my family and shit. Hell nah, bitch, you gotta be accepted. If I accept your ass in, then you could no. Haas, man, stop posting your daughter, man. It's a lot of weirdos and creeps out here, brother. And I'm against all of that. So yeah, we at where we at? Let me see where we at. We at 57, man. Hit the subscribe button when y'all come in here. All right, we good. I'm a bullshit with y'all for a few more minutes. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button and all that. Make sure y'all do that. Let me see. Is there anything else I want to kind of service? 1:30. I'm gonna get up out of here in a few minutes. What are we talking about? Nah, I ain't gonna fuck with that. I might could talk about that. Oh, I'm gonna end with this. I had a lot of people in my DM, man, maybe about 2 weeks ago, in regards to some of the things I said about the Muslims. All right, now hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I'm gonna close with this. And it was something that I said specifically about the Muslims, right? And it was the fact that I talked about how Muhammad, the Honorable Muhammad, married a 9-year-old, right? Her name was Aisha, something like that. Right? And this is well known amongst Muslims, right? But I had a lot of people in the DM, bro, that really felt the way about that. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those live streams where we was getting biblical, and I was speaking about Christians and Muslims, and I was saying how I'm not a part of none of those gangs. I don't fuck with none of it. And man, I might have got like 30 different DMs regarding this, right? And they were saying, yo, the receipt that you used was bogus. Why would you push that type of information? Why would you tell the people that? Because that's this, that's haram, blase, blase, blah, right? So I kind of didn't think nothing else of it. I kind of just let it go. I get a lot of I get a lot of like backlash sometimes when I say things that's out of the box, right? When I say things that go against the grain, right? But the downloads always download. So I'm scrolling. I'm just doing my normal doom scroll, right? Before I lay down for the night. And this receipt falls right in my lap. And I kept it. You know what I'm saying? I actually kept it on here so I wouldn't forget it or I wouldn't lose it. I wouldn't have to look for it. And just now, before I get out of here, this receipt pops up. So I want to play this, right? For everybody that came in my DM, for everybody that feel like I just be shooting from the stars, right? I just be shooting from the hip. You know what I mean? I'm a Yosemite Sam, right? Like, I don't know what I'm talking about, right? I wanna let this man speak, and he is melanated because a lot of y'all was saying, yo, the dude that you was using had the dog fur. He don't know this and he don't know that. And the guy that I did use he did have the dog fur. He did, right? So, but I know with Muslims, it's all type of Muslims. You got white Muslims, you got the dog fur Muslims, you got the Arab Muslims, you got black Muslims. Motherfuckers, this is everybody. It's all different type of you Muslim motherfuckers, right? Respectfully. So I'm gonna let this man talk. I want y'all to listen to what he say, and I'm gonna close out with this receipt. Big salute to the chat.
One use this example to marry young girls.
So let's answer this question. It's a good question, and it's an easy question. The Prophet ﷺ never went around looking at women and select this one or select that one or say, yo, check this out. Tell that girl I like to marry him or marry her. No. Now the why of it, nobody knows except Allah. Because the Prophet ﷺ never married any woman except it came to him from wahi. What does it mean? What is wahi? No, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Quran, the messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam never spoke anything from himself, But whatsoever he heard from Wahi, this is what he did. Now we know that the Prophet is a man like everybody else, but Allah subdued his nafs. Why did the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ married Aisha at the age of 9? And can one use this example to marry young girls? So let's answer this question. It's a good question, and it's an easy question. The Prophet ﷺ never went around looking at women and select this one or select that one or say, yo, check this out. Tell that girl I like to marry him or marry her. No. Now the why of it, nobody knows except Allah. Because the Prophet ﷺ never married any woman except it came to him from Wahi. What does it mean? What is Wahi? No, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Quran, the messenger of Allah ﷺ never spoke anything from himself. But whatsoever he heard from Wahi, this is what he did. Now we know that the Prophet is a man like everybody else, but Allah subdued his nafs.
Yeah, Mr. Universe, what it do, man? They playing with the numbers. So basically what he said was, yeah, he married a 9-year-old girl, right? But he didn't go around looking for people to marry. Anybody that he married and everything that he did came from the voice of Muhammad telling him what to do. So Muhammad told him that to marry the girl, right? So, you know, that right there is just, again, for everybody that's in the DM that, oh, yo, why would you let this go down? Why would you say this? Why would you do that? This is a known fact in Islam that the Muhammad married a 9-year-old girl. You know what I'm saying? And he only married her because I guess Muhammad, the logical Muhammad, told him to do that. So yeah, I just wanted to speak to that, man. Nothing too crazy, nothing too wild. In and out like a robbery. Yeah, Mr. Universe, man. They played with the algorithm. I'm not sure what's going on. But yeah, it was a slow start with this particular live stream. We be having our way, so we still did what we did. Clean 18,000 views in this joint, so it still did some numbers. Took a little longer than usual. But yeah, man, they definitely ain't no telling. I can't tell you why. But normally, but before I get done with the intro, we 60, 70 people in the live chat. We and it's going up. This joint, shit was like this shit was like one of the old live streams when I first started. It was like 4 people in here, then it was like, you know what I mean? Then it was like 8, then it was like 13. Like, damn. And you got it up to like 2 and some change, almost 3. You know what I mean? But nothing crazy. Mad people didn't get the notifications. I'm not sure. I'm thinking that maybe it might be something with YouTube because it seemed like a lot of people, nobody's really live. That's why I went live, because I didn't see nobody else live. But we still did our numbers. We have 59,000 subscribers right now. Big salute to everybody that's in the chat that hit the subscribe button. We had 59,000 subscribers, man, on the channel. So we about to hit 60K. You know what I mean? And that's a beautiful thing. Yeah, we about to hit 60K, man. I've been saying that well over 50,000 on our way to 60K. We about to hit 60K, so we'll be saying well over 60,000 on our way to 70K. And we gonna do that to 100,000 organically too. Oh yeah, no interviews, no extras, no nothing. Once I get that $100,000 mark, I'm going to, I don't know, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna set up a room in my house, and I'm gonna get a microphone, and I might do the whole the whole look like Harlem Legend with the microphone table, the back, the grown man business in the background, and then, but I'm still just gonna go live though. I might still do like pre-recorded videos, but it'll be a setup almost like Harlem with the podcast setup. Yeah, the podcast setup, but it's gonna be for live streams. Because there is money in podcasting. Big check you can get for podcasting, but only once we get 100,000. You know what I mean? We're gonna get 100,000, and then I'll start looking into. I already got a room. I was looking at converting. I got a room upstairs that I just throw stuff in. I'm thinking about converting that room, getting the camera set up, get the big grown man business joint on the back for the wall. And yeah, we'll do all that, but we still got another 40,000 subs to do for sure. But that'll be the time where we critique some things and we upgrade some things. You know what I'm saying? After 100K organically, we'll be able to say, we built this channel to 100,000 direct to consumer. You know what I'm saying? The music is still on the way. I haven't been able to get in the studio. I still got like 2 more studio sessions to go. But this whole little situation kind of slowed that up. But the music is still coming. Don't worry. That'll be here soon enough. And we gonna keep growing, man. Yeah, look. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Salute to the chat. Bro, why you gotta fix it? Nah, you right. You right about that. You know what? This is what I'm thinking I'm gonna do. If it ain't, because it ain't gonna be broke. We gonna hit 100,000. It ain't gonna be broke. But what I will do is continue to do my live streams just like I've been doing it, direct to consumer. But I'm still gonna convert that room. You know what I'm saying? And maybe I start another channel and do a podcast from that channel, maybe a Grown Man Business 2.0, or maybe I just do live streams like this and then do some live streams from there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just elevate. Yeah, it's just elevation. You know what I'm saying? We not fixing nothing because it ain't broke, for sure. So I agree with you on that. You know what I mean? But I do want to but see, the thing is, I only got the urge to do it after 100,000 subscribers. Like, I don't have the urge to bust no moves until we get that 100K plaque and I could sit that joint right there. You know what I'm saying? Sit that. I'm gonna pay for it. I think you gotta like pay for the joint, but I'm gonna get that motherfucker there. Put that bitch right there. 100,000. Get that silver plaque right there. You know what I mean? Boom, boom. Yeah, for sure. It's not fixed. It's putting some. Yeah, we gonna charge it up. Yeah, we gonna put some motherfucking. We gonna put some motherfucking supercharged turbos on this joint. I mean, but the 100,000 is gonna be organic. It's gonna be worth it. You know what I mean? So like I said, man, we at 59,000. So we well over halfway there. You know what I mean? We about to hit 60K. For sure. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button and the like button before y'all get up out of here. We gonna close it out. We at 18,000 views right now, so that's beautiful. All right, so listen, man, you already know what time it is. It's your boy Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? You already know. You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in, gang.